Really just cuts off at the end there, doesn't it? People, you may know my name is Tim Fry. I'm a third of this podcast. Tonight, for a while, I may be 100% of this podcast. Where are Ty and Kate, you may ask? Ty is outperforming for the masses in an alleyway in Allentown somewhere. And Kate should be here any moment. We're not sure. We're never sure where Kate is at any time. Tyler, we have a beat on, but he's not sure about time and how fast things, how long it takes to get back home and stuff. So anyhow, it's going to be me and it's going to be you for the immediate future. Now, if you have anything you'd like to talk about with me, just throw it in the comments. Give it a comment. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to pop that baby there. And we'll talk about it. Otherwise, the last time it was just you and I, you may remember, we read some passages from a favorite book of mine, Mysterious Creatures. It's a nice education on the mysterious creatures. Oh, that's right, John Wayne. Yes, sir. We're back at it. But you know what I want to do actually first, before we bring out the book for story time, because that's how I fill the time, I want to share a video that I just think everybody should enjoy. Everybody should see at least once. It's a YouTube video. It's about Shia LaBeouf. I don't think I need to say much more, actually. I don't want to ruin anything. I have to make fun of myself for the way I say ruin. That's where we're at right now. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pop this on. It's a couple minutes long. And we will discuss it when I get back. Boom, boom, boom.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. He's following you, about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face. My God, there's blood everywhere!
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf. Lurking in the shadows. Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Living in the woods. Shia LaBeouf. Killing for sport. Shia LaBeouf. Eating all the bodies. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Now it's dark, and you seem to have lost him. But you're hopelessly lost yourself. Stranded with a murderer, you creep silently through the underbrush. Aha! In the distance, a small cottage with a light on. Hope. You move stealthily toward it, but your leg! Ah! It's caught in a bear trap!
Gnawing off your leg.
Quiet, quiet.
Limping to the cottage.
Quiet, quiet.
Now you're on the doorstep. Sitting inside. Shia LaBeouf. Sharpening an axe. Shia LaBeouf. But he doesn't hear you enter. Shia LaBeouf. You're sneaking up behind him. Strangling superstar Shia LaBeouf. Fighting for your life with Shia LaBeouf. Wrestling a knife with Shia LaBeouf. Stab it in his kidney. Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your stump leg. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise, there's a gun to your head and death in his eyes, but you can do jujitsu. With body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf. Legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf. Normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf. You try to swing an axe at Shia LaBeouf, but blood is draining fast from your stump leg. He's dodging every swipe. He parries to the left. You bounce it to the right. You catch him in the neck. You're chopping off his head now. You have just decapitated Shia LaBeouf.
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe from Shia LaBeouf.
I love that video. I don't care how many of you liked it. I watch it at least twice a week. But look who we have waiting here early tonight. Star of the show, Catherine Hughes, coming in. Catherine, your head's cut off.
I know. I did it on purpose.
Did you? It's a bold move.
Yep. Hi, Tim.
What's going on?
You can't do too much with these.
No, it's difficult. Timmy D, I almost had to call upon you, but Kate came into the rescue.
I gotta take one off. Yeah, here I am.
Why do you have those?
Tim, I feel like I just saw you because I wanna start boxing.
Oh, that's a good enough reason. Yeah, I feel like I saw you yesterday
Twice.
once in the after, and then again, and then today, and then again.
Were you singing once, twice, 3 times a lady?
I was singing Knock 3 Times.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
It's in Orlando. What's the guy's name? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Knock 3 times. Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, and he knocks on the pipe so that the way the neighbor comes over knows he's alone.
Tim, I like your move.
What
Put
move?
The video on.
Thank you. The move was either read a book or put a video on. So,
yeah.
One person podcasts I think always suck. Like it's really hard to have if you have no other thing, if you don't have any music or video or anything, and like when it's just like
you're in
one
trouble.
person, yeah, it's really difficult to make it good.
I couldn't do it.
You do it, but you'd have music at least to.
I have music, and no one has to look at this, which is much better for everyone. So, Tim, you know how like we were rushing to get here.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah. So
I get here.
Yeah.
And I let the dogs. Who let the dogs out?
I knew it.
And it's the neighbor's dog, so it doesn't have the shock collar that
shit.
the other one has.
Yeah.
Shoo. Gone.
Is he still gone?
No, I had to go get her.
Good.
And I had to do it like a barricade.
Yeah.
Like one of these.
What kind of dog are we talking? Big? Small?
Brown one.
Big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had to scoop her up, and she did one of these.
She did the old GW, huh?
Yeah. Like
the old GW bite.
Like, who do you think you are? That's what happened to me.
Well, that's like the worst thing to happen after you, because I know you had to have gone pretty fast to get home because I rushed. I was driving really fast and to get home, and it still took forever.
Yeah, I was and I was also sweating. And then when I saw the dog leave and the neighbors were like, she'll be back, I was like, oh no, she won't. And I have this thing I got to do. Yep. And then when, after you pick her up and she's just doing the thing, she's like me. She just attacks because she's little and scared.
Right.
It's not vicious. She doesn't really mean it.
No.
And then on top of it, she peed her pants.
Just like you. It's just like
just like me, Tim.
Unbelievable. Kate
it was like looking in a mirror. Tim.
Yeah.
How was your day? I'm trying to be Tyler.
I know. Tim. I know we
Tim, he'll be here soon, we hope.
He's not coming. He called me. He's not coming. Yeah.
Because he's drinking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid you're gonna pick on him.
Mm-hmm.
My day was all right. My family left and is at the beach, so I'm alone.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have a party?
Oh, I'm gonna call my boys. Mm-hmm. Everybody's like, we're gonna play Monopoly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drink some Arnold Palmers.
I don't know what those are.
It's half lemonade, half iced tea.
Iced tea.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't announce, like if I were the one going on vacation and they were home alone, I wouldn't announce that. But since I would feel bad for anybody who comes to this house looking for trouble, Kate,
I agree with that.
I will let people know that I'm home alone for a couple of days.
Those 2 dogs would kill anybody.
2 Boston Terriers, 2 on the neck. No, I didn't dig out in the yard today. I was tempted to, but I was busy with work. But Kate, you have to, one of these days, you have to come over and get a shovel. Okay. Because it's rare to say like, get a shovel. This is going to be a fun time. It's usually unless Anna's with us, yeah,
right.
we're burying a body
It's
again.
a good time
Yeah.
had by all.
But
Mhm.
it's so freaking weird. Like I just think it's so bizarre that things are emerging from my yard.
I love
Like
it.
they're coming out on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mhm.
Why is that happening?
I don't know.
I've never heard of it. And you saw the pictures I sent you the other day.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
like little bits of jewelry and shit. Like it's really bizarre.
I love it. I want to see more. I'd love to see more. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Just work
Love
in
to see it.
everyone. Hate to see it. You guys are
Yeah.
dogpiling again.
Oh my God. Don't say the word dog. I'm going to have flashbacks. That's like, that's the worst. Like you can't, someone's paying you to watch their dogs. You can't just be like, oh, I lost one.
No, if you lost one of
Can
my
I-
dogs, I would
can I
never
still-
forgive you.
Can you still pay me? Doesn't
Right.
work like that.
It's
Doesn't,
the only thing you can't do is lose the dog.
you can't lose it. You have to keep it alive. Two things.
Oh, share the link. Share
Oh,
the link,
share the
babies.
link.
Share the link, babies.
Babies,
I-
babies,
you know-
babies.
Well, that's my thing. You're just saying it to me.
Oh,
I'm here though.
Yeah.
You
like-
can say it.
well, I didn't know.
Well, you know what happened, Kate?
My first time being here.
Shut up.
At this time.
Oh yes, that is.
Did you
No.
see my belt?
It's a very strong belt. Did you?
I want it.
Is that made of fabric?
Nope, it's real.
I thought so. Yeah, it looks heavy.
It's very heavy. It's weighing me
Bronze.
down. Mhm.
Yeah, or gold, whatever.
It's bronze and gold. It's both. It's both things.
I'm glad to see this is. I guess we're not even really on a topic, but this is off topic. But John Wayne Caldwell is feeling pretty good. So as you know, he has coronavirus.
I know.
He lives in Florida, where everybody's just going bullshit crazy and not doing anything they're supposed to do.
Right.
But he feels okay. So glad to hear it, John. We were thinking
that's
about you all the time. Isn't it crazy and kind of neat how this show, like people who we didn't know a few months ago, are on our minds now because we hope they're doing okay.
Yeah.
It's just really kind of cool, I think.
It's awesome. We have this whole little family that we've made from Corona, essentially.
Corona's the gift, and
Yeah.
our combined talents, which are undeniably magnetic.
So much
Yeah.
talent.
Yeah, it just draws them in from the internet, from all over the place.
Look what I have. Can you see it?
Quarantine Queen. Is that vodka? I bet.
It's all vodka. Vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, Tim.
Me too.
Mm.
Okay,
so I can tell you something that I did today.
please.
So you're probably really good at car stuff.
No,
You're not?
no, you would just think so because I'm like big, but
You're a guy.
because I'm like, yeah, I'm
Being prejudiced.
really bad at it.
All right.
But anyway,
Like
Good.
registration stuff.
oh, okay, that, yeah,
You're good at that?
not fixing it though.
I'm so bad at it.
It's online.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking. I think that they're not letting us do the registration where they mail it and they give us the sticker now because they want us to forget about it.
Yes, they do.
And we do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get you. So I was home last week, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. I was still unpacking my car and I come out and I see the parking authority drive by and I'm like, wonder who they got. And I round the
Oh.
corner. It's this girl. They got me and I'm thinking, what did I do? I have a brand new car.
Yeah.
Brand new. You know, as you probably have witnessed, the year has gone by like really fast and slow at the same time.
It
It's like
sucks.
a weird.
It's been stolen from us, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then on top of it, they're like, you know what? You had quarantine, you had pandemic. I had some deaths in my family because of it. I've lost my job. They're like, you know what? No.
How much? How much was it? How much
One
was the
more.
ticket?
I think it's 20. You know what? Now that I'm saying it, I'm remembering that I've never paid it. Great.
Well, now you
So-
owe more than 20, probably.
Now it's more than 20.
Yeah.
So then I go online to try and figure out how to. This is what I did on my summer vacation when
Yeah.
we were
Oh,
all
yeah.
away from each other.
What a crazy vacation it was for all of us.
I know.
Yeah.
So I go online, and then it's like you need your odometer reading, right? You need your insurance, you need all that stuff, and I'm just bad at that stuff. So I was like, I'll
You
do
need
it.
one piece of paper, ma'am, and the mileage. And that is all. And you could actually lie about the mileage.
Oh, see, knowing me, I would get caught. Like the odometer police would come to my house.
Yeah,
You
the
know
feds.
that.
That's true.
They'd have they'd be like, did you lie
their
about the miles
odometer
in
gun.
your car?
Ma'am, this is a microphone. Ma'am.
Please, no cameras. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'll wait until the morning. So I'm lying in bed. And as you know, Tim, sometimes I can't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was there all night, just lying there with my covers up, my teddy bear right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me go out to my car. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. What do? I have my evening gown on from sleeping because in case I die.
Naturally.
So I go out to the car, around the corner, get the odometer reading, grab my insurance card, and walk it back. My neighbor's
Lock
sitting
yourself
up.
up.
No, neighbor's sitting outside. And I like my hair's all messed, but it looks like I'm doing the walk of shame.
Oh, and
I'm not.
You're doing a walk. It's like a walk of shame, but there was no payoff. Like you didn't get to do anything good.
I did nothing
just shame.
good. Just shame. Just pure shame.
Oh,
and I'm like, and she's sitting. I have to walk past her. She's my neighbor. And I was like, as in the odometer reading. I'm like, I just woke up. She's like, okay, hooker.
That's terrible. That's not a great way to spend your vacation.
No.
No.
And then I go in and I didn't have, you need the title number, which is on your old registration, which Tim, I don't have my old registration.
I never heard that.
Oh yeah.
You need a title. Is it just because it was like the first time you're registering it or something?
I don't think so. I think that's what you just need. And it's on your registration thing, which you're supposed to print out for yourself. But you know what? I don't have a printer. Okay, I'm not rich. I don't have a printer.
No. Who the hell has a printer these days?
So then I'm on the phone. I call my insurance company and she says, I don't have that information. If you get lucky, you can call the bank from which your loan is drawn. And if you have a nice man on the other end of the phone, he might just give you the number, but I don't think he will. You're the second person that's called. I said, you know what? I'm a fighter. Yeah. I'm gonna call the bank that has my loan for my car and I'm gonna ask him.
Ask him nice.
I did.
I'm gonna be so nice.
So I called JP Morgan Chase and James answered. Yes.
It's true, Tim. It's true. Printers and trampolines.
Yeah. And if you have your printer on your trampoline, show off.
You don't need a job at that point because you have enough money in the bank.
Oh my God. I'd be jumping and printing all day long if that were me.
It's the dream.
So I called JP Morgan Chase and I'm ready. I'm ready because Jane from Corn Grotto Insurance Agency told me, prepare yourself mentally. Yeah. Get in the ring. Get ready. You need a nice person. And I was like, all right. So I call and he's like, hi, this is James from JP Morgan Chase. How can I help you? I'm like, I'm James. I'm hoping that you can help me. I said, I went out this morning to get my odometer reading to do my registration. And I realized that I needed my title number on my old registration. And I don't have it, James. I'm not a rich man. I lost my job and I do not have a printer even before I lost my job. Also, there's a pandemic, James, and I've been quarantined in my house. I wanted to objectify men all year long, but that didn't work out for me, James. I've been locked in this house this whole time. Plus 2 people in my family died of corona.
So you hit him, you laser beamed him. Yeah.
I gave him the old one too.
All right.
I said, I just started collecting unemployment. Things are bad. Things are really bad, James. I'm hoping that you can help me.
Mm-hmm. So James, what did he do?
I said, James, I need you to get that title number for me. I need that title number so I can get my registration because guess what, James? I have street parking. I'm not just going to get one ticket. I'm going to get multiple tickets. They're going to keep getting me, James. And he said, I'm happy to help you.
I have a theory.
You tell me.
I think if you just would have asked him, I bet you he would have got it for you.
You think so?
James seems like a nice fellow.
I don't know. But I had to go in strong.
Did you feel? Yeah, I think you made the right move going in and just double barrel.
Let him have it. That's what I did.
So, the parking authority gives tickets for registration, like not even real cops. The parking authority will give it for parking and non-parking stuff, like registration.
So they're specifically looking for it. And I'm the idiot that part. I did the very last spot, so that it's like the laziest parking authority person. He's like, well, this one's on the corner. She seems real stupid. Let's see if she has her registration. And lo and behold, they were right.
You know, I really love the city of Bethlehem. I think it's a cool city, especially where you live is like a neat part of it.
Don't say where I live.
I'm not going to say where you live.
I'm just kidding.
Boys!
I'll
drop a pin on Google Maps.
Yeah, please do.
After 11 p.m., she's in an evening gown.
Yeah, because I want to do the walk of shame, but I want to be like, I did it.
I did something to merit this.
For real reasons.
So she said, yeah, I don't know. Let's not do that. Let's not do that again.
Let's never do that. Yeah.
But their parking authority is notoriously horrible. Like
Yeah.
forever, everybody knows it has the absolute worst parking authority. They're
I hate
just
them.
over the top. But
I
you know
know.
what? You made me think about something, Kate, while
Sorry,
you were
I-
talking about
I have to
this.
adjust my heavy belt.
Yeah, it's probably weighing you
Oh,
down.
it hurts.
Good thing you have that strong core.
That's right. Go ahead, Tim. Go on. I'm listening.
We were saying about the printer, about
You're
how
missing
rich you need to be.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you have to be.
How rich you need to be for a printer. When I was a kid, I honestly did think like that's the standard, not a printer, but the standard of rich people is in-ground pool, trampoline.
Oh, really?
So this is what I'm getting at. It's what did you have things in your head when you were a kid that are completely ridiculous? That it was just we didn't have any money, so I thought certain things, like I thought water beds were like what all the rich people had.
Top notch.
It's the worst type of bed.
Worst type of bed.
It's a horrible water beds are number one, not even that expensive, and number two, very uncomfortable to sleep on. But I always thought
bad for the old back.
it's awful. It's bad for everything. It's bad for everything.
Makes me. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to know what you were talking about. Tim, I don't know it anymore. It's
In
been a
the
long
old
time.
days.
In the old days. But imagine fish. They're like always sleeping on a waterbed. Always. Their backs must be like
I've never thought of it that way.
completely jacked up.
They should go to the chiropractor.
They should.
The
They
fish
should.
chiropractor.
Think about it. But okay, so you're asking me, what do I think?
Yeah,
rich
did you have
people
anything? And another one quick that I thought of too is
Oh, good. I like a double question.
because I have one now. And let me tell you something. I'm not rich, but I feel like I'm rich. A sofa with the buttons. You push the button for the leg to come up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to have one.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh my
You're like,
God.
who are these people?
There's a machine in there.
Are they Robin Banks?
Yeah. I think in-ground pool is still true because they're super expensive.
They're expensive to like run and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. I ripped these pants putting them on.
Good.
I won't show you unless it pops up.
We need them views.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh about this, but this is the truth. I'm not a fancy gal. I used to think if you were rich, I knew it because you had band-aids.
Did you grow up in Uganda?
We were band-aidless.
Yeah.
Band-aidless.
What did you use? Did you just like go pick like some leaves and just
We
put them
used,
around
like,
your wounds?
Tissue and like Scotch tape. We never had band-aids.
That's
ever.
a strange thing to not have.
And if we ever got them, lava
Lamps for sure. That's a combo of like cool and rich though. That's like,
yeah.
and then you realize too when you get older that those people are not usually cool. The lava lamp people.
They're
like,
high.
They're usually alone. Pool tramp is a power combo, absolutely. And
I have a lava lamp.
well, not. I mean, what I meant like.
See that one
I
coming,
meant like.
did ya?
I meant most. See what I meant. What I meant.
Now my headset's falling off.
I'm so tempted to do an impression.
I'll be fine.
See, there's a woman. She's a certain ethnicity, and have to get digs in.
I get it. Okay.
You have a lava lamp currently?
Yeah, man.
Is it fired up and lava-ing?
I'm rich.
Is it are the globules in motion?
No, they don't make them like they used to.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. Just felt like I should say it. Mine's a mini. It's a mini one. I can't afford a real one.
No, well, they're too expensive. What
Yeah.
about this? This
Tell me.
isn't necessarily rich. I mean, it definitely is a rich person thing, but jet skis.
Oh yeah, or
I have a-
skiing at all.
Skiing is a
I'm
rich
kinda
person.
skiing.
Yeah, skiing is a rich person game. But I always thought with jet skis that if you're like, especially if you're like our age, like it
You
what? I can't see it.
Oh, good, you can't see it. Okay.
No, I can see some leg, but not enough. Not enough.
It's because the muscles are bulging. That's what I'm telling. It's
Yeah,
not
the
because
quads
of
are
the
bursting.
Corona 25 or whatever they're calling it.
No.
It's not because of that. Go on.
You can't complain about money. If you, let's say you don't have a ton of money, but you bought a jet ski. You've now, to me, you forfeited your right to complain about money forever. If you can't afford your mortgage and right, but you went and bought a jet ski, you've proven that you can't handle responsibility at all, and you now cannot complain to me that your car insurance costs too much. You bought a goddamn jet ski.
You better have your registration all the time.
You know you have to have insurance for the jet. You need jet ski insurance too.
Yeah.
Added cost.
Paul Spratt is saying he guessed. Look at me.
I can't believe you're reading the comments.
I can't press them though. Can I just press them?
Yeah, you can press them.
I just pressed one?
Just click on it and it comes up.
Nope. Look, it didn't do it.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm telling you. He's saying I would have guessed that Kate had a lava lamp.
Well, I don't know how you're not giving the old click. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Lava lamp. I'll bet you Kate has a lava lamp and incense and a salt lamp. If I had to guess,
I do.
It's a pure guess, but I think Hess has it. So
I do, but I don't have the salt lamp because I want it to like clear my aura. I like my aura just the way that it is. It's been working out for me thus far.
I want to go to one of those aura reading people, and they can tell you if you have like a blue. I imagine they just go by color. Blue. Yo, your aura is very blue.
Oh, look at you! You're looking so blue today.
You don't have this, although I kind of feel like I saw this in your house, but I don't remember. I could be making it up now.
Kate having a hang beads in it.
Did you?
I have them, but they're not hung up. Great.
Okay.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew's got your number.
And
it's either that or he's in your house.
Oh God, don't tell me that.
But Andrew is a massive guy, so you'd see him. You'd see him. He's a large gent.
Now that's the thing. Like, so if someone's coming in the middle of the night to kill you, do you want it to be a large gent, or do you want it to be like short and like he just jabs you in the ankles? Are you afraid of underneath the bed? I've been.
My bed?
Any bed.
I got rid of the frame, so it just goes on the floor.
Oh.
So there's no space under the bed, so they can't hide under there. No, here's the level. I might have told you this. I forget if I told you this or not. This is completely true. I have to have all of the first floor windows, blinds and curtains drawn.
Okay.
I deadbolt all of the doors.
Oh.
I have a perimeter of motion sensing cameras around my house that I installed myself. I'm like super paranoid about
You're
this.
paranoid.
Yeah. And it's not like I don't know why. I hate the idea of if your windows are on your first floor and like your house is at ground level, right? So some people's houses, like it's set up in a way where it's still like 6 feet off the ground. So
yeah, my house is on stilts.
You're on the stilt house.
Mm-hmm.
My house, if you just walk up to it, you're at my window.
There it is.
The idea of like if I'm sitting
right
watching TV and someone just is in my window looking at me, that really creeps me out. Even if it's a FedEx guy or something, I hate it.
Oh, I hate that too. You know what I've gone and done? And I'm just as paranoid as you, probably worse. I've frosted all of my windows. So now I think privacy. I'm in there shimmying around, all kinds of stuff. Hey.
I get it.
But then I'm like, someone could murder me and no one would know because I'm in here with my frosted windows.
Well,
it's a catch-22, really.
That's a fair trade. I would take that trade.
You take the murder?
No. I would say I would take the risk though of
risk of murder.
Yeah, because I'd rather have that privacy and take the risk.
It does feel nice.
It feels nice. You can just strut around.
You know that I do.
Some of this, some of this.
You know that I do. Yeah. So there is one part of the house.
This is dumb, but it's
You're
funny.
bad with money. Yeah.
every fortune teller ever can say that.
Yeah, because you're there giving them money.
Exactly.
Like, you're stupid with money. There's one part of the house, if you're lucky enough, if you live across the street on the second floor and you have that window, and I've noticed that they've drawn the blinds now since I've frosted the windows, except for that one. Just when I'm rounding the one corner, they can catch a glimpse of me. Just the one corner.
I'm going to have to go visit your neighbors, see what they're up to.
I worry about it. And I stop sometimes. I'm like, are they really looking? Or is it just me being paranoid?
I was at a party, or it was like a club in New York, and I hate clubs, right? I hate the whole club
I feel
scene.
like you're showing off right now. Are you trying to be like, well, I have a lot of money, so I go to clubs?
No.
Wait, do you see my trampoline and my printer?
I have a fax machine printer combo that'll blow your fucking
You
mind.
are impressed right now. Don't lie
No,
about
it was somebody else's birthday party, and there was like a restaurant. And
Yeah.
Tim, I believe Tim was there. Tim, if
Are
you were
talking
there,
about yourself again?
what's that?
I believe Kate knows that Tim was there.
Are you talking about me? I can't tell. You think I'm talking about myself in the third person at this point, don't
I
you?
don't like it. I hate
Tim
it.
don't like that.
Can you say his whole name then?
Tim don't like that.
You say Tim Durham or whatever his name
Timmy
is?
D, I believe, was there.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Better.
we're at a club, but it's loud and you can't hear, and it's that. That's exactly right. And everybody's so you can go out on like a balcony area that's outside and get away from it. And so I'm out there, and there's way less people, of course, outside.
Wait, I'm going to stop you. So you go to the club,
Mhm.
and then you go upstairs to go out on the balcony
Mhm.
to get away from the club.
Correct.
Okay.
I didn't want to be at the club. It was a birthday party that I was
Perfect sense.
part of.
You're a logic maker.
What do you want me to do? I couldn't go home. We took a bus to get there. We rented a school bus.
Were
We
there,
filled
were there school children on the bus?
There was, I mean,
Out of
there was
the way.
a few, but they knew how to party. We
Yeah.
gave them some Molly tabs, you know, and
I
so
get
they're
it.
fine.
Mhm.
So we rented a school bus. We had drinks on the bus. We get there. We go out to dinner. Club's on top of the restaurant. Go to the club. We're in the club. I don't like clubs, so I go outside.
Okay.
We're in New York City, so there's buildings everywhere. Across the street, there's like I don't know if it was a hotel. Yeah, that's where it's going.
Naked people.
No, but it was crazy, Kate. It was crazy. It was this. It looked like a hotel building, and there was one big window. The lights were on, and they were naked people, and you know what they were doing.
Stuff.
A little bit of this, a little bit of this. Okay, and like so we're on this balcony, and we're all just hoot, you know, and they couldn't have. My dogs are howling. I can hear them downstairs. There's no way they could hear us, but they must have known, like they must be into this voyeurism kind of shit. Right. Because they were like looking out the window and like giving us like, you know, some of this. So we're watching people have sex and cheering for them. And it's so weird. And anyway, so like they finish what they're doing and the light goes off.
Differently about you.
Just like in a movie. The light goes off. So, you know, it disappears. And then
they have
3 floors down, a light goes on.
No.
And there's 2 more people doing it.
That's what it sounds like.
It's so everybody now there's people are coming out of the club to be on the balcony because they see everybody like out here screaming, and then they stop doing what they're doing. The light goes off.
Don't tell me.
And one more. There was one more. And now mind you, these are on different floors. These people are not in communication with each other. There can't be.
It's your turn. Turn on the light. Go.
Pull it out. Wiener time. Wiener time.
Go.
Wiener time. No, I'm sorry. Wiener time. That's a better.
Up here.
Wiener time.
Wow.
Anyhow, the last one was just one guy. No, this was much more upsetting. It was just one guy, and he had like, you know how in church they have like what's that thing called that's like the
altar?
Not the altar, the thing
tabernacle.
The thing you'd read off of. Like you stand behind it. You know, like politicians stand behind them. What's that thing called? The podium. This guy's got a podium with a book on it, and he's naked. And he's just standing there naked, reading this book, and he knows we're watching him. And every once in a while, he like, you know, gives a little shake. A lectern. Oh,
lectern. Thank you, Mary.
Good vocab. Yeah. Anyhow, I don't know. Oh, this is all about seeing you in your house. This is how this all got here.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was an experience I had. I just wanted to get it off my chest.
So I need to get a lectern. That's what you're saying. Just put it in that one little corner of the house.
We also had the bus driver put out the stop sign for when we got to dinner. I don't remember most of the night, but it was a wonderful evening. Kate, do you have, maybe you don't want to answer this, protection in case a criminal comes in?
I have.
If you don't, we're going to get you a gun.
Okay, I need one because I feel like I could kill somebody. Like I'd be so good at it.
Especially if we got you like a shotgun.
Oh my God.
You barely need to aim. Yes.
Anywhere.
Exactly. Guys, if we we're gonna start a GoFundMe. We only need it's like $200 for a shotgun. It's not a big GoFundMe.
I was gonna say 2 million. I had no idea how much
They're
guns were.
very cheap. You can go. It's America, baby. You can go get as many shotguns as you want, and it's great.
Cool.
It's awesome.
I gotta arm myself. So Tim, I had pepper spray. My dad's like, you need pepper spray. But my dad's of the mindset, like, I'll be out, like, I'll go to the shopping center, to Wegmans, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll call me. We talk all the time. He's like, it's pretty loud there, kid. Where are you?
Is that like your dad talks?
No, but you know how my impersonations are. Just all over the place.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Catherine, where are you? And I was like, I'm at the grocery store. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, get off the phone today. Hurry up and get home. And he's like, and then call me when you get home. I'm like, Dad, it's 5:45.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be fine.
So he was
Still
like just
daylight.
worried that you're going to get attacked?
He's always worried. And it makes me so mad because there's 4 of us. You know the story. 1 girl, that's me. And then 3 boys. He's never like that with them. Ever. Well,
you're his baby. You're his
I
baby.
know. I get that, but I hate that.
Why do you hate that?
I'm just as strong, if not
No,
stronger.
you are not.
I am strong.
I've never met your brothers, but you're not stronger than Tim. I'll tell you that right
I am
now.
stronger than Tim. I can tell you that right now, and I just did.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
I am.
Are your brothers sizable boys? Or are they all tiny like you?
What is that supposed to mean? Anyway, my dad gave me pepper spray, right? And
Yeah.
I was going to Florida,
Mhm.
and I jumped, a little hopper from ABE, and I had it on my keychain.
Yeah.
And apparently, they don't like you bringing your pepper spray
Oh, so you can't defend yourself against the terrorists, I
on
guess.
the plane. Yeah. So they were like, look at me.
Okay.
I'm 5'0". And they're like, we need to take this from you, little lady. And they took it from me at the
What a bunch of
airport.
shitheads.
And I was like, guys,
Every time.
what if something happens to me? I'm coming
Yeah.
back.
Are you going to come on the plane, TSA agent?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you're not. And they're
What if
always
I'm not-
taking your hair. They're always taking your hair gel. They're taking my LA looks, throwing it in the damn garbage.
They
It's
don't want
bullshit.
you to look like LA or anything even close to that.
No.
Because they're jealous. They're jealous of all this. Yeah. Yeah. So they took my pepper spray. So I had to get new pepper spray. But it's funny. And mysterious creatures.
I don't know. John, I love the idea.
I think
but
COVID has taken over his brain.
He's gone mad with
gone
power
crazy.
now. Oh, geez. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I don't know what's happening.
No.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are saying lectern. Okay.
It's lectern.
Andrew
wrong.
said pew, but that's not what we were talking about. I
think he meant like a gun.
A pew? Pew, pew, pew.
I think he was saying,
pew.
or maybe he was saying a pew.
It's like a Catholic gun. Pew, pew. Get it?
Oh, I wish I had a
Catholic
little
guns.
boy.
Catholic guns. Those are the best. What if, hey, Tim, if they had Catholic yoga, would you go to it?
Not if I were a little boy.
Imagine what that's like. They have all kinds of yoga.
Not
What
great.
if there was Catholic yoga?
What would you do? Would it be like a
I feel like you have to wear as much clothing as possible.
right? And every time
Right?
you like, they do downward dog, but they call it like the sinner dog or something like that, like some type of.
Right.
And now enter the shameful dog pose.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Feel bad about yourself while you're sitting in, like you're laying
Yes.
in Shavasana, and think about everything you've ever done wrong.
And
I
then
would go.
if you could just pop into this small phone booth sized area and tell your secrets to a man who lives in the same town as you,
Crazy, right?
and then he'll just relay that to God.
I know.
Well, why don't I just excuse me, but could I just tell God first? Could I just
No. He has the direct number.
But what if I
God.
just prayed?
No, it doesn't work
instead-
that way. You have to go in the box, and then he moves the screen, and he acts like he can't see you, but he can see you.
All right, because wouldn't he recognize my voice if I just go to church there too, right? Like he would have heard me already.
He knows your voice. He sees your face. He can
Yeah.
even smell you. It's such a tiny little box. That
And
box.
and he's just like a person, so he is judging me because
He
he's
is.
human.
He is, but he got the number to God. He's just
Call
like,
him up.
I think you can only call God by rotary. That's what I think. I knew you'd do it. That's why I said it.
She's been 69 again. No, it's me. It's me. I don't know what to do about it.
I'm like that.
It can't be stopped.
I did the walk of shame. I had to do something.
Do you want to know a funny thing that happened to me when I was a little kid at Catholic school?
Tell me.
It's not what you're thinking, because that wouldn't have been funny. But
no, that wouldn't.
No. When I was so this is the day my general distaste for the Catholic religion began. I was 8 years old, second grade.
I have a question for you. When you say the number 8, do you think about infinity at all? Because it's a symbol for infinity.
Yeah, it's just vertical instead of horizontal. Yeah.
Did you think about that when you were 8 years old, or did that not enter your mind at all?
That's tough to remember. I would have to guess that I did, though. I would say yes.
Okay, so you're infinity years old. Go on.
I'm infinitely wise and old, sent here by space ancestors.
Got it.
Anyway, so we're in church. So I go to this Catholic school. I'm not Catholic, but the school was on the same block that we lived on. My parents wanted me to go there just because they thought it would be a better education and whatever.
Were they wrong?
Yeah, I don't think they were correct. But anyhow, go there. And it never came up that I wasn't Catholic, because I was 8, number one. So I don't really have a concept of religion because I'm 8. And my parents would always say, look, there's a religion class. Look, we're on board. Well, they're like, look, they said, like,
lie to the Catholics.
A lot of it is what we believe anyway, right? Yeah. But some of it isn't. But just get A's on the tests. Okay. So even if just do the work, get it done. And you don't have to fight with anybody or prove your point. Just go through the class.
Tim, what if you had to do it like a fist fight for Catholic to prove your Catholicness?
I would love to do that now, but it's to prove my anti-Catholicness. And so the first grade goes by okay. Second grade, and like you went to Catholic school, so you probably did this too. Every other week or every week, I forget, you'd go to church.
Oh, it was all the time.
So we'd walk. Our church was like across the street, so we'd all see, you know,
across the street.
Exactly. So we'd all go walk across the street, and it would go by grades. You know, it's like grade 1. I think we had 8 grades in this school.
Tim, did they put you in line? Because I don't know, the Catholic shame starts really young. Did they line you up by shortest person? Tallest person? They didn't do that to you?
I don't think
did that
so.
To us.
But I don't think so. But it would go by grade anyway, and we then they would do communion, right? So that's like a big deal with Catholics. Like when you get to be a certain age, you can get your first communion, this and that. And I forget how it happened, but everybody's going up for communion because you just go. Everybody just gets up and goes in line. Yeah. And somehow the woman, so there was like one of the teachers would do some. So the priest would be in the middle, and then a teacher would be on each side to do communion also. Like they give out the wafers just to get it done faster, I guess.
They're like, here's a piece of Jesus's flesh.
Yeah, it's literally, it's called, do you remember what it was called though? Do you remember the process?
We got Nilla wafers. The body of Christ?
No. What was the Catholic term? Do you remember it?
Eucharist.
Yes, but transubstantiation.
No, I am never going to remember that.
That's transubstantiation is when the wafer that they bought from like the wafer bakery becomes literal skin. Oh,
transubstantiation.
Transubstantiation. And you'd be like, it tastes like bread. They're like, no, it doesn't.
Tastes like chicken. I get it. Imagine if it did taste like chicken. You're like, can you
probably better than what it tasted like? Yeah,
can you put some barbecue sauce in? This one's disgusting.
It's a little gummy. I'm not sure.
Transubstantiation. I can't say that word. I'm not going to try.
Transubstantiation. One of these teachers must have got word that I wasn't Catholic, right?
Then what happened?
Didn't say anything to me though up until this point. Now the kid in front of.
Oh, so you didn't get it yet? You didn't get the.
I'm in line.
The chicken skin yet? Okay,
I'm in line.
You're in line.
Kid in front of me gets it. I go up next, put out my hand, whatever you're supposed to do, put out your hand, and she goes, "No," and I'm like,
and you're like, "What?"
I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I'm 8, so I'm a very small child because I'm 8, as all 8-year-olds are." And I was like,
"Sorry.
Well, what should I do? You know, why can't I?" And she's like, "No, you're not Catholic." And this is what I said, and I remember it like it was yesterday because I just don't know why I said it because I knew I was being kind of a dick about it, even though I was a kid. And I was like, "Are you saying that Jesus doesn't love me?"
And she's like, "Damn straight."
She said,
"What I'm saying."
"Nope."
She said, "He doesn't love you."
No.
Back of the line.
Teacher at a Catholic school at church tells an 8-year-old that Jesus doesn't love him because his parents don't pay to go to that church.
Did she
That
sing
was the day.
Like, Jesus doesn't love you.
That was the day that I decided I'm done with the Catholic Church. So I had to go there for 7 more years, but
you're like, I am done. I will give you 7 more years, and then
not a choice.
I'm out.
Yeah, it wasn't a choice, but we had to. And then after that, they would make me. It sounds silly, but it really wasn't at the time. From then on, I would have to sit all the way in the back pew by myself every single church service. They would make me go sit. So all my friends, everybody would go sit over here, and then I would have to go sit in the back. And there was one teacher, and his name was Mr. Lathrop, and he was actually nice to me. And he would sort of walk by, and he would like sneak me a book to read. Like he'd give me like a book of some type to read.
He's like, here's Superman.
Here's something that doesn't suck. Yeah, here you go. But isn't that shitty?
That's horrible. I would have brought my own translations. Your mom's saying something. She wanted to kill somebody. She wants to rip somebody's throat out at a New Year's Eve party because. Oh
yeah, okay. Oh my God, we had to leave a New Year's Eve party because I wanted to rip another mother's throat out. Thought her son was good enough to be on that lectern, and mine wasn't. Still want to kick her ass. Yeah, my friend had a real bitch for a mom, and she was very, very like thought her kid was like the greatest thing in the world, and like I was horrible because I wasn't Catholic. Which is really not like in line with the way Jesus taught things.
No, that's my biggest problem.
Right. It's a bunch of self-righteous dickbags. Yeah. And it's like, Jesus was, most of his friends were like hookers. And like the point was that he
had a lava lamp. You know that he did.
He had a lava lamp. He had a hemp necklace, and he would help out people who needed help because the pretentious shitheads of the time would rather see them die than help them out.
I hate it. Joe Abraham, he's saying Sister John Damien. And why they do that to the nuns? They're like Sister Michael, Joseph, George. They gave them like all these men names. I never understood that.
What do you mean, Joe, by talk to you about self-abuse?
Probably you have to like hurt yourself to feel like you're a good person.
Probably. You're probably right.
Tim, you know this because you're doing it costs
pop up that cheddar cheese.
Tuition. Yeah, for all the cover-ups, that's true. They need to make that money.
Yeah, meanwhile, the whole time they're raping boys. I don't think there's a worse thing you can do than pretend to be teaching Jesus's ways, charging money to people to go to the place, and then raping boys and covering it up.
It feels like
really pretty bad.
Feels like it's all bad when you say it like that.
It feels that way, right? Right.
Well,
what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. The book that we're doing, The Artist's Way.
Yes.
Remember this book. So there is an exercise in there where you have to write something about someone from your past that has made you feel bad about your creativity, like kind of like made you stop in your tracks and maybe not go forward in a way in which you would have had they not said the thing that they said.
Yeah.
So then it suggests if you want, like you write it out, and then it suggests if you want to draw it out, do it. So I did. And mine was Sister Stephen, 7th grade.
I don't like her already.
She hated me. Now, remember, my brother is a year older, so he got the teachers 1 year before I did, right?
And was he good or bad in school?
He was not a great student, like grades, but he was like teacher's pet. Like everyone loved him, you know?
Right.
And then there's me, and then I'm like, I'm an idiot.
I'm not following your rules, man.
No, I was an A student. I was a good student. And I took everything very seriously. Right. So we had to write about our very best day that we've ever had. And I wrote about my little brother being born. Mm-hmm. But I didn't finish it because I was like, I couldn't finish it. I had writer's block at a very young age. I was in 7th grade.
Right.
And I thought, I'll get to school and she won't, like, she's a little loony. I'll have till the end of the day to finish it or whatever. Guess what? I'm late for school. I go and I walk in front of everybody and she's like, Catherine, do you have your essay? And I was like, oh no, I only had like 2 or 3 sentences written out. So I was like, so if I had to hand it in before, I could have just put it in. But this was like spotlight. Normally I like the spotlight, but not on that day.
No.
I have to walk up and I hand it to her and she picks it up and she's like, huh, You are no writer. Your brother is the writer in your family. You are no writer. Catherine.
Like, this is the people they put in charge of kids.
And I was like, what?
Right. Isn't it amazing how
See me now.
how teachers can have, yeah, I'm writing up a goddamn storm.
Pew, pew, pew.
That's not what sound guns.
We don't.
It's crazy how one bad teacher though can like shift, and there are so many. This is like one of the things that gets annoying sometimes when it's like over the top with like every teacher is the greatest person in the world. Teachers are great, and I had a lot of teachers who were wonderful, but I've had a lot of really shitty teachers. Like teachers who, look, if you're teaching 9-year-olds and you don't like one of them, which is possible, you might not like the kid. You don't
say
argue with a 9-year-old. You're 30 and you have a degree in education. You don't treat a kid like a piece of shit because the kid probably has, you know, problems at home or something like that. And typically,
of course, you have to have empathy. So I drew this scene out. Sister Stephen and me. I have it with me, but it's upstairs, so I don't have time to get it. But
jeez,
I will show you next time.
I want to see it. Yeah,
that's good. I can just send it to you. So I had Sister Stephen.
Hopefully, she's dead.
She's like this. I hope that she is dead. If there is a God, she should be dead.
And you know where she went, probably
downstairs, down.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like this, and I'm like I'm in my Catholic uniform, the drawing, and I'm like, meh. And she goes, I wrote this. Of course, she's like, you suck. Your brother's better than you. And I'm like, I know. I felt better about it.
I mean, it's almost good that you remember it because that could have. Well, it could have been one of those things though that it affected you, then you forgot it, and then you remain affected, but you can't remember the thing that did it.
Not
you know
me.
what I'm trying to say?
Like, I can't remember where my car keys are or anything like that, but I remember Sister Stephen saying that to me in 7th grade.
Yeah, for sure. Forget that. I remember every slight every one of those Catholic teachers gave me because it was like they were just such assholes across the board. And then you get older and it's like I went to, I guarantee you, a better college than most of these teachers went to. And then you find out that a lot of them in Catholic school, they don't need teaching degrees.
I know.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
You can just show up and be like, I like math.
Like, hey.
All right. Do you like making kids feel like shit?
I do.
Sometimes. Do you rape? Only boys. Hey, hop aboard.
The line forms over there. Good luck to you.
We got a never-ending flow of young heinies coming your way.
Come on in. Step right up. Step right up.
Yeah, they got like a cane and one of those hats.
Yeah.
I haven't really been looking at
We've had a lot of comments.
I think a lot of people have had bad experiences in Catholic school if they had to go.
Oh, Joe Abraham says, you can always tell the biggest self-abuser. One hand could barely open a zipper. Yeah. Yeah.
Self-abuse. I didn't when I was a kid, they didn't call it that or teach us about it. Thank God.
We had a priest come in with his zipper down. And I remember at the time, I'm like, he didn't forget to put his zipper down. I didn't even know what was happening. But I was like, something happened and the zipper's down. I didn't even know.
That's not great. That's never good.
I don't know about stuff.
Isn't that funny how priests too, how like they have these arbitrary rules the church sets. They're like, well, you can't have sex ever. You can't.
There's a loophole.
Right, right. Yeah.
Get it? Loophole.
As long as it's not in the vagina, God doesn't care. Are you insane?
Yes.
But they can smoke cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, they can smoke.
And can they drink? I forget if they can drink.
They can drink.
They can drink and smoke. So every priest you've ever seen, when you see him out at like a church picnic or a carnival or something like that, just chaining cigarettes because they're only allowed one vice. And they're basically, it's like, where did you think that you want this guy? Because if you're going to get married within the Catholic Church, you have to pay, of course, you got to pay because that's the way it goes. You have to pay for classes within the church that the priest who's not allowed to be near a woman teaches you.
He's like,
are you insane?
If I did.
Yeah. So you think God doesn't want you to have sex for some reason. I mean, it's not in the Bible. There's only so many pages. You can just check. It's not in there. So you clearly made it up. Right? And then you want to teach me how to be good to my wife
He's like,
that you'll never have experience in.
that's right.
That's right. Make the checkout to.
Now get in the box and tell me your secrets.
Yeah, tell me, did you lust after a boy? Did you lust after them?
Man, Tim, I want to become a priest now. This sounds so good.
No women alone.
I'm already doing the whole no sex thing. Nailing it.
You're in, and you're smoking. You're chain smoking.
Chain smoking.
Yeah.
I love secrets. I would tell them though. If I got in a box with somebody and they were like, "I'm cheating on my husband," I'm like, "She's cheating on her husband." I just would announce it right away. I'd be the worst priest.
Well,
I'd like to try.
unfortunately, the Bible says no ladies.
Whatever, Tim. I don't believe that for a minute.
Well, I mean, the Catholic version of the Bible, as you know.
You know that the ladies wrote some gospels or scriptures or whatever they're called.
Yes.
But the men were like, not today. Took them out.
Those dang guys. Those freaking, you know what I'm talking about? They're always taking all the credit. The
oh
monks.
My God. Tim, we're almost at time and we forgot to say Takeout Friday.
I'm sorry.
Big Pony.
Is alongside Big Heiny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that one down right now.
Good. Write it down.
The Catholic Church is also known as Big Heiny.
Big Heiny. We got to steal that. Thank you.
Thank you, John
Wayne. Andrew has some big tobacco. That makes sense.
No, you're right. We didn't mention it once.
But guess what? Guess what I did? I felt bad because I'm Catholic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you should feel bad because
because we missed last week.
Guilt.
We were on. You call it vacation. I call it like horribleness. Mm-hmm. The registration ticket, the walk of shame without like the actual part that it's
right. The whole thing is a disaster. What'd you do?
I went to Apollo and I went to Twisted Olive.
Oh, hell yeah.
I did a double. I double dipped.
Well, I am ashamed to tell you that I did not get takeout tonight.
Tim, I did it for you.
Thank you.
I did it for you.
It's Tyler's fault directly.
I blame Tyler.
Because at the time I would have eaten, I was rushing to get to Allentown.
Yeah.
And then I was there for a whole half an hour and had to go back home.
But Tim, it was good to see you for that half hour.
It was.
It was very much.
It's been a great week so far. I mean, I guess the week's over, but it was a good week.
I will miss you this weekend.
Well, we'll be in the group chat.
I won't miss.
Don't
tell him.
Don't say it. Cut that part.
Yeah. We did it.
We'll see you in the group chat. People, thank you for joining us tonight. I know it was a little out of the ordinary, but
we made it. We did it. We made it happen.
We talked about Catholics. We talked about rich people. We talked about what it means to take a walk of shame. Registration, all the important big bullet points we talked about. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us all this week. If you didn't share the link, we'd appreciate it if you share it. We actually have been noticing we get a lot of views overnight, which is kind of a cool thing because it means people are watching the show even after it happens. Right, because they can't sleep. So, Kate, I feel like I need to tell you to ring the bell, but since I'm holding it.
Tim, ring that bell.
And I'm going to push this button now.
Do it.